Bro, I don't care. You did this once. I don't care. You're gonna do it again.
Metas, órdenes de gratitud, pensamientos, modificamos la conducta y pues espero que les guste a los siguientes. Ok, este es mi amigo Walid, del que les había comentado. Introduce yourself, bro, to the video. Where are you from?
Hi guys, my name is Walid, I'm 25, I'm from Algeria.
Okay, I was telling them the other day that you went to India for 1 year with the Monji, right? What did that happen? Why did you decide to go there?
Ooh, it's a long story. You want the short version or the long version?
It's up to you.
Alright, I'll let you know. So basically I spent 1 year living with monks in India. It was in Sadhguru's ashram, and the reason I decided to take on that was because when I was younger I had like a very bad back injury, like a herniated disc. After jumping I was doing parkour, and basically I tried everything for 4 years. This is the short version, right? Tried everything for 4 years, nothing worked, and after that I found the program that Sadhguru was offering online. It was a small meditation practice. I did it, and after 3 months my pain was completely gone, like out of nowhere, completely vanished. So in my mind I was like, this is a miracle, I need to explore this further. If just an online practice gave me this much benefit, let me see what's there. How can I evolve this into more of a more profound practice? So I decided to just drop everything, quit my job, quit school, quit everything, went, lived 1 year in India. And it was one of the most wonderful experiences of my life.
When was this?
2022.
2022?
Yeah.
And how's the name of the guy what's his name?
His name is Sadhguru, and the place, it was in Coimbatore. The place is called Isha Yoga Center. It's one of the most famous places in India. Like a lot of people just go there.
Yeah, you told me that he's on the same level of spirituality as Buddha, right? Or something like that?
Well, these people, it depends. I would not advise to believe just blindly, but I would advise to go and experience it yourself. If you go and experience it, you're going to feel that these people have a very, very special type of energy. Like they're not just human, they're on the highest level of consciousness, if you want to call it like this. So they're called enlightened beings. Buddha was an enlightened being, Krishna was an enlightened being, and Sadhguru is considered to be on the same level as those guys. Basically, he can perform miracles, basically.
Okay, and one last question, so I can let you go. What was your routine like? Because like I'm impressed with that. You wake up every day at 5 a.m. to meditate for 5 hours, right?
It might seem crazy, bro. It might seem like a bit extreme to meditate for 4 or 5 hours. And if you had asked me this when I was 18 or 19, I would tell you, hell no. Me, I would never do this. First of all, yoga is gay, meditation is gay. That's what I would tell you. And then I would tell you, no, I'm not investing all that time into meditation. I'm just here and doing nothing. It seemed completely ridiculous to me. But I'll tell you what it gave me, basically. What made me decide to spend that much time meditating after the ashram. So, in a nutshell, what spirituality is, if I had to define it, not that I have the ultimate answer, but my poor attempt of defining it would be that it's the thing that will get you in touch with that which is eternal within you. So usually most human beings and everyone who doesn't necessarily explore these aspects, they're living more on the surface. You know, they can only experience their body and their mind, their thoughts, their emotions. This is more on the surface level of life. That means that all this is mortal. Eventually you're gonna die and you're not gonna have any of this. But spirituality makes you more in touch with that which does not die, you know, that which is eternal. Some people call it soul, some people call it spirit, whatever you want to call it. So the consequence of doing this, of you experiencing the deeper layers of life, is since this is eternal and stuff, you're gonna notice that all your bodily fears, they heavily decrease. You're not gonna have any more fears, not as much as before. Your insecurities just by consequence they vanish. This also will allow you to, for example, in a more practical way, it's gonna allow you to focus more on the things that you wanna do. Because you're not having useless thoughts, like your mental and emotional bandwidth is not being taken by insecurities and limiting beliefs. You can truly focus on what you want to accomplish. This is on a more practical level. On a more abstract level, it just gives you so much joy. You're just joyful for no reason, basically. You just become a very joyful person.
You're happy all the time.
Exactly. And I wouldn't say all the time, but I would say like where before I was like a 6 out of 10, the neutral was 6 out of 10, now it's like a 9 out of 10.
I mean, that's a huge progress.
Yes, and if something bad happens or something, I don't know, my family member dies or something, of course I'm gonna go through the emotions, but it's like there is, while me experiencing those emotions, there's still the stability of, I know everything is fine, you know, there is a certain peace which is very hard to disturb. That's in a nutshell, that's what it gives you. So the 4 or 5 hours of meditation, they have other benefits, obviously, that we cannot go into in just 5 minutes. But this is basically the reason I chose to spend that much time meditating.
Until date, you still do it, right? Like 4 or 5 hours a day?
Yeah, since 2022, bro.
You never stop?
No, it's not. It gives me too much. Why would I stop? It's like you go to gym, you get healthy. Why would you even stop?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna tell them to do 4 or 5 hours of how can they start at home, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What practices do you recommend them?
There is a practice on YouTube. This is the one I started with. It's called Isha Kriya. Maybe you can link it.
Yeah,
Isha,
I'm gonna do it.
I showed you, right?
Yeah.
It's just a 12-minute practice. You don't even take my word for it. You go to a YouTube video and you just scroll through the comments. People who have been diagnosed with PTSD, with severe depression, you can read on the YouTube comment that they got healed instantaneously. Like after, not instantaneously, but after like 90 days of practice, it became much, much better. And this is, I would say, the entry level, the beginner level of doing it. And it already gives you so much joy. My neighbor, Natalie, she practices for 40 days, I think. And she regularly has to go to the airport to do visa runs, right? And she told me that this is the moment where she noticed the meditation was working. On one of the visa runs, after practicing the meditation, she said usually when she goes to the airport, she's always so stressed. She's thinking, what if I miss my flight? I need to run. And then she's thinking about her kids. She's thinking about so many things. And her heart rate is always pounding. Like airports are generally very stressful for her. This time, when she went, she told me I was just scrolling. Just walking through the airport. And I see everyone stressed out with their miserable faces. And I'm just here smiling for no reason. Like it's the same situation, but you take it in a different way.
Yeah, also I was telling them yesterday that when I was in my best shape, that's when I emotionally feel the worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you put too much pressure.
Yeah, and I think you have to find a spot where you can have a good body, healthy lifestyle, but also healthy mind, healthy spirituality.
True.
So yeah,
True.
It's about complement.
Yeah.
Complementing,
yeah, balance.
Yeah, balance between everything.
True. Because if you look
Social
amazing,
life too.
I agree. If you look amazing and you feel shitty, what's the point? The goal is to feel amazing, even if you don't look necessarily your best.
Bro, this is not gay, but I mean, like you always stay lean.
No
you always happy, no homo. It's
Yeah.
precious because here in Bali, like everybody looks so fit without even trying. It's like part of the lifestyle, and they're also happy.
True.
And I want people in Mexico, at least,
Yeah.
to create their environment where they can be in shape, be a healthy mind, healthy.
Are people happy in Mexico?
Yeah, but
Because I think the sun contributes, bro.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you go to colder countries, people are not that happy.
No, yeah, we have pretty good weather all year round, but still people like they're locked in their own thing. They don't go out to nature and everything. That's why I want to do with 75 Looking, doing grounding, exposing to sun.
Ooh, that's a big thing.
Yeah, meditating, and they can do those 3 things at the same time. They can sit down on the grass when the sun is out and meditate. And how long is the practice? Like you mentioned, 12 minutes, right?
12 minutes. It's
Bro,
really enough. You don't need 5 hours. 5 hours for crazy people.
Like you.
12 minutes, you're gonna start noticing very, very beautiful benefits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
During these 75 days that I'm doing the program, I'm also gonna do it because I feel emotionally and physically good, but my spirituality, it's like I feel disconnected.
You should explore that.
And I'm gonna see because I can go to the therapy all year round, but I think there's something bigger up there than just like emotions and your brain chemistry.
Yeah, I'm not against therapy, but I think it's still on the surface level. It can help a lot of people, but still deals with your mental and emotional, aspects. Spirituality goes way deeper. It doesn't necessarily tackle depression on a first-hand thing, but you'll get less depressed. What the fuck happened? You send it to me.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna tag you.
Nice.
So, yeah, bro, really thankful for those 10 minutes.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, because we've been planning this, but we never done it.
Yeah, he just woke up. He told me, bro, let's take a YouTube video. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because if we say it not later, we're not gonna do it. So,
True.
yeah.
Very true.
No, thank you. Lo voy a taggear. Voy a dejar aquí toda su información para que lo sigan.
La mañana de la cabrón. Thank you. Namaste.
Huevo. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you, Maji. See you, bro.
Ok. Este es el cuarto de Walid.
Yes, sir.
Why you don't have a bed, bro?
I don't.
But why? Why?
Bro, mattresses are for pussies. Real men, you know how they sleep? This is how we sleep.
Come on.
You
No,
lie
but
every night. That's how you're supposed to sleep as a man.
no, come on.
Because we need a hard surface. Mattresses are like too soft, bro. It's too comfortable.
But you have curves on your spine that natural that they,
Bro, the earth is gonna adapt to me. When I sleep, the earth is gonna get curved.
I don't think so.
Fuck the mattresses, bro.
I'm probably the air, but not the flooring.
Oh, good.
No, but it used to be like this back in
In
India.
In India, we used to sleep on this. That's why I bought it. This is called a tatami. It's a Japanese mattress. And the goal is to have a clean surface to sleep on, but for it to be also hard. So that way you get all the benefits of sleeping on the floor, but it's on a mattress still. You like it?
Yeah, and so
You're jealous. I know you're jealous because I don't have a bed. I know, bro. You don't have to tell me.
can you just remember me the name quick, real quick?
His name is Sadhguru.
Sadhguru.
That's a temple. It's an energy temple.
Oh, no, it's debate next again.
Bro, I don't care. You did this once. I don't care. You're gonna do it again. This motherfucker. Let's go, Miguel.
Ay, después de 1 hora y media que esperando por el primer salto,
Oh, now you're speaking.
ya no me tardé nada en aventarme el segundo.
Yeah.
No, ay, no va a ser a romper.
He's telling them, guys, it just took 2 seconds. That's what he's telling them.
No, I was doing the first jump took like an hour and a half, and now
Yeah.
now I feel good. I overcome that fear.
Nice. He overcame his fear. Let's go. That's what we want.
Duré como 1 hora para poder saltar. Sí me da un chingo de miedo. Igual cuando fuimos a las cascadas hace como 1 mes. También me tardé un ratote en saltar de una de 10 metros por aquí, fíjense. No se ve que no es mucho, yo creo unos 3, 4 metros. 4 y medio. Pero lo que me daba miedo es de que la alberca no está tan profunda. Mide como unos 60, unos 70. Y pues sí, como que me animaba y después me echaba para atrás. Pero al final sí se pudo, le perdí el miedo, me volví a subir en corto y me aventé otra vez. Si me hubiera bajado y no lo hubiera intentado, la neta sí me hubiera sentido mal. Pero bueno, ya. Ahorita toca hacer grounding, exposición al sol. Y lo de la meditación que nos comentó Walid, lo voy a hacer más tarde. Después del gimnasio para pues poder relajar como mi sistema nervioso. O sea, de salir de ese flight mode, le dicen en inglés. Y sí, mejorar mi calidad de sueño. También ahorita voy a entrenar, voy a ir a comer y pues les voy a estar mostrando todo lo que es lo del 75 Lock-in. Les voy a mostrar también un poquito más de la aplicación. Bueno, estamos aquí en la playa. Venimos a ver el sunset. Me invitó este Manuel, como también está haciendo un vlog. Quería grabar el sunset, el atardecer. Le dije que no, que jalaba. Pues aquí estamos. Aprovechamos para seguir haciendo grounding, realizando la tierra. Hay mucho café y ando medio ansioso. Pero sí, así se ve el atardecer en Bali. Algo muy curioso es que siempre que vengo nunca me meto al agua. Creo que nomás, no sé, de las 10, 15 veces que he venido a la playa, solo me he metido una vez. Así que por lo menos vamos a tocar el agua. Hay muchos lugares para ver el sunset. Súper a gusto. A uno de allá ya he ido, me gusta mucho. Desde allá creo donde se ven las lucecitas así como las series. Parte del Zen y File Locking es aprender algo diario. Son 15 minutos lo que les puse como mínimo, ya sea un podcast, un libro, un curso. Yo estoy tomando un curso de cómo hacer una agencia de inteligencia artificial, más que nada para buscar herramientas que me ayuden a automatizar procesos, no para prescribir rutina ni planes alimenticios, no, automatizar procesos, o sea, para ser más eficiente como un agente de inteligencia artificial que conteste los mensajes, que me ayude con los embudos de venta. Y así, un cafecito y ya de aquí me voy al gym. Bueno, como pudieron ver, ya la plática con mi amigo Walid nos contó su experiencia en la India, muy brevemente, porque la neta sí tiene muchas más historias que pasaron durante su estancia allá. Pero pues a ver si lo dejamos para otro episodio, ahora sí ya más formal, con micrófonos y todo, y tal vez en un estudio. También he estado grabando lo de la biblioteca de ejercicios. Les digo, el Certified Locking ya está disponible para todo público, quien se quiera unir. Ya vieron que no solo es nutrición y entrenamiento, también hay otras cosas para complementar, como nuestro crecimiento personal, ese desarrollo, el aprender algo, el meditar, el asegurarnos de conectar con la naturaleza, ya sea haciendo grounding o exposición al sol. Y pues sí, o sea, voy integrando más cosas conforme vayamos avanzando. Con los que estamos dentro ya han visto más o menos de qué trata, pero yo les recomendaría que se unan desde ahorita, que está relativamente barato, por los 75 días, 1,999 pesos. Que una vez que tengamos todos los testimonios, esa prueba social, que funciona, que la gente está feliz, se va a hacer una oferta high ticket, que pues ya va a ser mucho más cara. Por lo pronto, los dejo con esto del video, ¿no? Ya no quiero que se alargue, ya llevan como 20 minutos de video.